guys, you see now, Crash is still out here, so yeah. And Nachos too. And now he's taking the collar somewhere. Oh, he's knocked it on the ground. And I'm waiting for Crash to fall asleep. So what I want to talk about with this video is, you know, what people don't talk about with the collar. You can't keep using stimulus for close-in work. You can't. If there's a limit to the amount that you can use, and if you said no, there's no limit, it's limitless, you can just keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, and using it as a cue and using it as a cue, over and over, close, tight-in work, a lot of finesse, a lot of constant, pushing it around, you know, right close in, right beside you, a lot of constant, a lot of fine-tuning with a lot of constant. I'd say, no, you can't. You can't do that. You cannot continue. The only way, you would have to be somebody that had enough skill. And you have to understand these bird dog guys and stuff that do, a lot of it's happening far away from the handler. A lot of it is happening far away from the handler. You're not doing all this tight work with constant over and over and over again. Because I'm going to tell you why. Oh, he's a monster. They're going to figure that out, and they're not going to want to be around you. You know, and they're going to start, all you would have to do, this is what you guys have to understand. You may be able to hit it too high one time and not suffer any blowback. But if you do it twice, you're screwed. You're screwed. Now the dog is suffering a level of inhibition. And you'll never get rid of it. You'll never get rid of it. Once I've become inhibited around somebody, I either just get completely away from them, or I continue to act that way. So this dog understands what he's saying to himself is, let me show it what I can do today. I've come up with something new. I had another leash out here. Here we go. And I do, and I mean, he's saying to himself, okay, it's putting the leash on. It normally doesn't do that, but I'll watch it real closely. Keep an eye on Crash, too. All right, so just honestly with that. So what he's saying to himself, it's not working. I get going. It's staying real still. I'll tell you, he didn't see that, but he smelled it. He smelled it. And, you know, he threw in there. Okay, well, there's no more things, but she likes these jumps. She likes when I leap in the air. Oh, he's just robbing me. All right, let's do it one more time. And he's combining the two. Now he's combining the two exercises. Shopping. But if you said he's very, very deliberate about bringing it back, I know. It's got to be a function of, you know, what I'm doing, obviously, but him and the brother both, if you said, well, it's genetic in these, but I do think it is to some degree, because the grandfather would always do that. He didn't have a trained retrieve, but if you stood there and pretended like your hand couldn't move, let me try that with this one. Bump's probably, he's trying to put it in my pocket. You know, they'll make an effort to put it in. He's not as good as Bump. Bump will do. Bump thinks I'm pitiful. Oh, I'm just pitiful. My hand just doesn't work that way. And, you know, and honestly, if you're training dogs for service dogs, you may want to consider that's going to be an option. You know, that their hand isn't going to work that good. All right, so hang on. My hand doesn't work that good. It's so bruised from all of them grabbing these treats. All right, so he's not really steady, but I can just let him. So I'm going to, the cue to go is going to be the pager. Oh, there's my little. All right, and I can tell you the other. He's forgotten the other ones there. he does hunt for it by his nose. I can, and he's developed that. You know, but and if you said, well, what do you need to do with this dog? I need to set up a pattern where I can run these dogs on, because this isn't a good pattern. I like that. He's a monster. So if you said everything you've done with the collar has inhibited the dog, you're about to get your butt kicked, Crash. He's trying to make everything bigger. Heel. Heel. And if you said, well, you can't really give him very good hand signals when you're holding on to those things, but because I'm operating him from my core. But don't do that. I mean, don't hold the things and train him like that. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta get crashing before these people get here. Hi, guys. I hope you guys like that.